Hello again, everyone.
I need a playback screen so that I know that the camera is doing what it's supposed to.
It almost feels like I'm going to start creating videos consistently again for the first time in a long time. I'm getting that feeling, that motivation, that inspiration to make a lot of videos. Let's see how long it lasts. My wife and son are over at her grandparents' right now, and I got home from work recently, and I just have this window to create because I realized that the last video that I made, I was talking about a video game, and while I was editing that video, I thought to myself, well, I'm in a new environment. The last couple videos, actually, my breakdown of my last single as well, have been in our new home. So I figured I'd make another update video. It's been a while since I've updated you guys, or myself, because I look back at these videos every once in a great while and think, where was I at that time? Physically, we are just in Kelso. I've been in Longview for the past few years, since 2021. I don't know how much more specific than that I want to be, but we recently got a good deal. We knew a mutual friend that had a place open up, and the place happens to be on 24 acres. This retired couple owns the land, and they recently had someone move out of this building, which is partially a house and partially an RV garage. And they were living in this house while they were building their big house that's next to us that I get to look at every day, living paycheck to paycheck. Not really, but I mean, kind of. But it's been a major blessing because Christina is pregnant with number 2, and our son Peter is talking. I mean, not quite 2. He's like 21 months old, and he's saying full sentences, which is a little bit scary. The other day, he was on the top of the stairs, and Christina was in the other room, and he said, "Be right back, Mama. I'm going downstairs." And I was like, that is a crazy amount of words to say in succession and make sense for a not even 2-year-old. So anyway, to keep things short, we have a much bigger kitchen now, and in our bathroom / utility room, we have our own washer and dryer. That's a huge upgrade from the apartment that we were living in before. Peter has his own bedroom, and I have my own recording studio, and it feels so nice, and a lot of like the stress and the tension and the claustrophobia that I was feeling for a minute there has been cured by this much bigger space. We have 2 separate floors. One of the downsides is that our one bathroom basically on the whole opposite side of the house as our bedroom. So if we need to get up in the middle of the night, we have to go down a flight of stairs, which is not going to work once Christina gives birth. So we got a futon, which means that she'll be sleeping on that once we have our second kid. Another big plus to living on a bunch of land now is that I can finally pick up my recurve bow. Daddy did it. You're right, buddy. I've had it for over 5 years. I don't know when I got it, probably 2018, 2019. And I haven't been able to use it because I've been living in the city. And so now I got a couple of hay bales and put them on different parts of the property, and I just go out with my recurve bow and I shoot. I loose some arrows. I'm not going to shoot up to this guy, buddy. That's dangerous. I'll shoot the bale. Watch the bale. Oops, that was low. It's been pretty fun. So yeah, I've been getting into archery, and Peter likes to watch. It's really fascinating for him. It's a learning experience because we count arrows, and he gets to see me target practice. I'm finding the arrows. Here's a couple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wow, that one got real deep in there. 7, 8. One of the first times we were ever down here before I got the hay bale set up, my friend Luke and I were down there about 30-40 yards away under those trees. And Luke said, hey, how about you shoot that maple? And we were all the way down there and I was like, sure, okay. Not expecting to hit it. I hit it. My dead accuracy only works, apparently, when Luke says, hit that thing. So if I want to get cool trick shots, I have to have Luke with me. This one time, there was a little marker hanging from a tree, and from about 20 feet away, maybe 30, I went straight through one of those. I've hit multiple trees that Luke has pointed out to hit, and had some really good shots, even though I'm extremely new to archery. I seem to have some kind of innate talent, but only when Luke says, hit that thing. I am working full-time, which is a little bit exhausting. We started going to a new church, and I'm part of the worship team, as usual. This tends to happen when I start going to a church. I'm still a teacher at an art school, so is Christina, but she's going to be a little bit more maxed out with the kids because she is a stay-at-home mom. Although I'm working full-time, I'm also doing a couple of other side hustles, so here and there I'm still getting music gigs to do online. I'm making jingles and writing music for clients over the internet, and that's been paying a little bit extra here and there. I've been doing a couple of art commissions, and one of my biggest struggles right now while I'm wrestling, needing a full-time job to support my family. Obviously, I'm losing time to do creative stuff and energy to do creative stuff because my job is quite physical. It's hard to put this to words, but I'm wrestling with, the idea that we work just to get money to live, to go back to work, and it's this vicious cycle that takes our time. I've been battling this idea for a while, knowing that I have to work. I'm also working extra hard and trying to find ways, with my music and with various attempts at doing YouTube or TikTok, or trying to pick up bigger clients with music so that I could quit my job and things like that, and doing the things that I love to do to make me money rather than go to some generic place that I don't really care about in the long term. But is just there to support me financially. But maybe that's a topic for another video, because I still have to process it a little bit, even though I have had conversations with friends about it already. I have to figure out a concise way to talk about it, because I have so many opinions about it. But moving on, even though I don't have that much time, I make the time, I squeeze it in days like today, where I have a free moment, and I use those moments to either be working on something for a client or working on something I am inspired to work on. I'm currently taking a music production class, and I have to create a single for that. So there's going to be another single sometime down the road after this album. Let me get to that. So on the 11th, I just released the first music video of 3 for this album. So that one is the theme of the album, with the costume and everything that kind of sets up the sailing. The album's called Voyage Mementos, and so it's kind of going back and forth between my memories and my experiences and my time as a lone sailor on the seas or whatever. So there's another video that's going to come out in January, and that is going to be for the song Clerk John. And then there's another video in February for the song Idols. And then the whole album is going to release in March. You guys are going to love it, I hope. I know a lot of people who already are in love with Clerk John, so at least that one will be fun. And that's going to be, I'm hoping it's going to be a big step in my whole music journey. And then after that, because I'm going to be getting a lot of weeks off of work due to paternity leave, between taking care of my family, because that's what paternity leave is for, I'm going to be watching my son, and I'm going to be helping my wife and my newborn. Between those times, when I get a moment, I also have like a list of videos. They're not all like fully scripted out, but there is like enough of a skeletal structure and meat in all of them. I have like at least 10 videos are coming next year, okay? Like I am going to be able to probably make or release a video on YouTube once a month, along with a TikTok video every day to get more views on the album. My TikTok account is going to be focused on getting listens on my album, while my YouTube account is going to be focused on like just building up the profile of YouTube. I don't know if I want to make YouTube my main thing, but I at least want more like real videos on there of me talking about my thoughts and expressing myself. I'm really inspired by a lot of these things that I have to say in these next coming videos. They're really personal things, and they're things that I have put a lot of thought into, and I am looking forward to sharing those thoughts and ideas. And they have nothing to do with my music, but it's something that's like that kind of characterizes me specifically, and maybe, you know, people who listen to my music will explore my page and come and see my YouTube ideas, or vice versa. They'll find me on YouTube talking about some interesting topic, and then they'll find my music, and so it kind of will swing both ways. But I really picture YouTube still at this point as like an isolated thing. It's not just about my music, it's about like the other facets of me, the things that I love, video games and dancing, even though I haven't made a lot of videos about dancing, but like art and music and just all the things that make me, even Christianity. Like a lot of these videos, I'm going to be talking about God and my relationship with God and my knowledge of the Bible. So I'm really excited for my personal YouTube page to take shape. There's a couple of videos that I'm really proud of on my YouTube channel, but they're very few and far between. I hope to make one sketch and a couple of covers and a couple of commentary videos like this, where I just sit and talk to you guys about some real things. So those are the updates. I moved into a bigger place, and my kid is bigger, and my wife is bigger because she's having another kid. I'm making a lot of music. I'm gonna be making more videos and more music. I took up archery. I'm at a full-time job and side hustles. My album's about to come out, and these are exciting times. Yeah. And happy 2026. All right, bye.